What's really interesting is that you luxuriate in the fact that there are new experiences that you want to anticipate, but also some things that may be familiar to you. What I tell students often to be successful in the classroom is to let the instructors know that you're there. And what I mean by that is contribute to conversations, contribute something that's meaningful and substantive so that an instructor knows that you are out when you're absent. There's nothing like finding students who, for whatever reason, don't seem quite passionate about what they're studying. And ideally, each class, you should have some passion that you demonstrate to the instructors. And I don't mean that in terms of just talking to talk, but to contribute. So be in the moment. I'd stay away from using cell phones unless that's part of the experience, but there's a way in which you want to be present and you want to let those instructors know that you are there and that you are at least committed to what they're doing in that moment. At the same time, I recognize that everybody's not a talker. So contributing to class is not always just talking, but I will say this, that every single instructor should have office hours. So go to that instructor during office hours. So if you're a quiet person, if there's a way in which you have social anxieties about speaking out loud, let those instructors know that. We are very, very understanding when it comes to accommodating students for special needs, whatever those needs might be. So don't be embarrassed, but get to know the instructor. One of the things that you'll really benefit from is 4 years or 2 years away from this moment, you may need a letter of recommendation. And what would be nice is for that instructor to look back and say, yeah, I know X, I know Y, this is how I remember them. This is how they stood out in that class. So whatever you can do that's positive to make yourself stand out in class is what I think you should focus on. I don't want you being a, disruptor. I don't want you being somebody who is always making jokes and not on task, because teachers will also remember that. But you also want to be aware that if you're contributing and taking ownership of your education, this is one of the most exciting moments of your life.